Okay guys, welcome. This is Code with Tech, your #1 programming hub, where we simplify lots of programming languages and computer science for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. Alright, so guys, for today we are going to be looking at JavaScript events. But before going further into this lesson, please subscribe. Okay guys, subscribe. Now firstly, we want to save this. Alright, when we say event, what are we talking about? Alright, now when we talk about event, this is the word event. Alright, JavaScript events. Alright, now when we start to discuss this identical word events, what are we talking about? We say now in particular, alright, JavaScript event, we are talking about events actions or occurrence, alright, occurrence that happen in the browser. Alright, now these two words, whenever you want to define event, you got to get it out of the back of your mind. Action or occurrence that happen within the browser. Action and occurrence. Alright, now okay, let's take for instance, model action will be user clicking a button, user pressing on a key, or user hovering over something. Alright, or mouse hover over something. Okay, those are action, those are occurrence. Alright, now in JavaScript there are several other events that we have, but I'm not going to list them here. We're just going to start working out with some of them, okay, so firstly we'll write our first syntax or event, and then we continue our work. All right, so quickly we'll just write a quick HTML work. All right, we'll write a quick HTML boilerplate here. Now with this HTML boilerplate, I'm going to open it up into a browser, but firstly let me just give it a title, event JS. all right, because we are doing JavaScript. All right, now so event JavaScript. Right, so I'm going to open this into the browser. Let me just live serve it. All right, let me just live serve it quickly. Now why it's taking time to open into the browser, the first event we're going to be working with will be our onClick event. All right, now which is the first method we will be working with for today. So we will create a button, we'll create an HTML button. Okay, now it is being live served. We'll create an HTML button quickly. Okay, let's give this a bit of time. All right, now it's taking a bit of time to settle, but trust me, we're going to settle down quickly and as soon as possible. Now this the browser is open already. Live server is running. All right, the browser is open already, our live server is running. Okay, so this is the button we were creating. All right, on this button we're going to say click me. Okay, or we say click here. All right, good, and then we save this, and then after saving this we want to come to our browser and see if the button is here. Now our browser is still loading. All right, so if you are watching the video, all right, please, our YouTube PC is not ready that fast. All right, it is not ready that fast. All right, so at time it turned up to be a bit slow than we normally expect due to some other reasons. All right, yeah, the processing power of this machine is way low. Okay, now we have our click here button. I have displayed already. Now there's the button. There's the button. As you can see here, the button is up here. All right, there's the button. All right, there's the button. Right now I'm clicking on the button and nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. All right, so I will minimize this window and come here, and then the first thing I want to do, I want to add an onClick function. All right, here I'm going to say hello. All right, now this is the function I've added. All right, now if I save this, nothing still happen. All right, so I'm just going to come down here and call our strip tag. In this strip tag here, I'm going to write a very short JavaScript here, and then we see what will happen whenever we click the button. All right, because there's an onClick event, or this first method is an onClick method we are using. So we will say here quickly, we'll say function. All right, and then say hello. All right, now this is the function. Now what we want to pass into the function, we want to say alert. All right, we want to say alert hello. Okay, now hello will be our string. Hello, good, hello, and then we'll close this. Now after pushing this into the function, we save it. Now I've saved this, trust me, this is just our method 1. Okay, now let me have it over to the browser and see what will be our feedback. Now this is the browser. If I click on the button here, now you see this alert being triggered. All right, saying hello. The hello we tap in, there's it. All right, and there's the OK button here to get rid of it. All right, now if I click on it again, you see it happen. All right, if I click on it, you see it happen. All right, now this is our first method. We're going to try some other steps to solve this, to make this a bit of fun. All right, understand we said JavaScript is easy. Okay, so we'll create another button. All right, we'll create another button. On this button we'll say just click. All right, we'll say click. All right, now because we want to try another way of writing this identical code, we want to try another way, so we'll say click. All right, we save this. Now after saving it, we want to add an ID to it. So I'm going to add an ID to it quickly, and this ID will be my BTM. All right, and save this. Now after saving it, I'm going to come right in the same JavaScript place here, and then I'm going to say const. All right, and say const BTM. Okay, it's equivalent to document dot get element by ID. All right, and the ID is my BTM. All right, now within this place, what I want to do here, I want to substitute the way I wrote the function into another way. All right, now we'll do this quickly, and we say after we have called the button, we'll close this. Now we'll come down, we say BTM here, we have defined the variable BTM, and then we have assigned this button into that variable. So we'll just call the variable and say, we say dot addi event listener. All right, now when we talk about event listener, what we are saying, we are telling JavaScript that whenever this or function or whenever this thing happen, we want you to listen for this and call this. Okay, so now on this event listener, we're going to say when is she listening? When it is click. Okay, is she listening when it is click? All right, now after it listen when it is click, now we're going to call the function, the same function that we built. Now after we call the function here, we'll say alert. Very good. In this place we'll say alert. Now we'll say you click the button. Okay, we'll close this. Now if I save this code and return to our browser, we'll have two separate buttons, but those two separate buttons, they are doing two different work. All right, now here we have click here, which was the first button that just saying hello. Okay, now we have another button here that's saying you click the button. Okay, so there are two ways we can add our event listener. Okay, so we just use the first method and the second method. Method 1, we did it by passing in the function. Method 2, we did it by calling our event listener. Okay, so guys, we'll move on. All right, we'll move on to another area of this work. Okay, now we want to do this as another onClick. So we'll create a button again. On this button, we'll call the button click me. All right, so we save this button click me, and on the click me button, I want to add an ID to it, and the ID I'm adding to this click me button will be click BTM. Click BTM. All right, now we save this. I'm going to come down into my JavaScript section. Right, in my JavaScript section, I'm going to come down here and then write Now on the next work here, we're going to say document.get. all right, the get element by ID, and the ID of the element will be nothing else but the ID that we have of it. Click BTM. Click BTM. Out of this click BTM, we're going to work with something here. Instead of calling this out, we're going to work with something in the click BTM. all right, we'll say dot addi event listener quickly, and in this parenthesis here, we're going to say onClick. Very good. And out of this, we say command. What should happen? So we will just break into our arrow function here. If you don't have ID on arrow function, you can check our top lesson where we're discussing function. We discuss over 4 different kinds of function using JavaScript. Right? Console.log. Now within the console log, we're going to say button click. all right, and close this. Now if we save this work, we'll go back to our browser. We have created 3 different buttons. The first button say hello, second button say you have clicked the button, and the third button click me say okay quickly. Click me is not working. Click me is not working. There should be an issue with it. all right, so we're going to check to know what is the problem with it. all right, we're going to check what is the problem. all right, so for here we have CLICK and we have BTM. all right, now we're just going to check it quickly. Going to check it quickly, real quick. Let's get rid of this quickly. all right, good. all right, so we can close this code, and we can close this code too and save it. all right, now after saving it, we get back here quickly, refresh it. all right, now what happening here is that we have set it on console.log. all right, okay, we did not ask it to do any other thing for us. So to check this result, because it is in our console log, if I come down here, and come back here, this is the button, right? Right click, come to inspect. We want to check it. okay, now we are at our inspect tab. If I come to the console here, I bring this up a bit. Let me just clear this string out so you can see what we are doing in Node.js here. all right, so we'll bring this down. We want to open this up so that we can see what we are doing. all right, we want to open this up. all right, so if I click this button, now you are seeing the click is increasing here. all right, now let me refresh it. Now nothing is there. If I click it, they say button click 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, and so on. You can see it happening down here. right, because we did it within the console log. all right, we can also take it from the console log and add it to Inline. all right, instead of it being console log. okay, now after pushing it to Inline, it will open it into the browser, and then I click here. Now it allows it. okay, so guys, this is our first handling on events. all right, so we will be doing another lesson on event, wherein we'll be adding and showing you some other way you can handle event listener and event in JavaScript. all right, so guys, thank you very much for sticking around, and I hope that you found the video helpful. And please guys, subscribe. Please subscribe. We are growing on this channel, guys. Please subscribe.